Hey, good morning. I'm Mike Wallace from the York Baptist Association here in York County, South Carolina. And I don't know about you, but I love springtime. As we head into the resurrection season, as we head into this Holy Week that we're celebrating this week, man, the birds are singing, the flowers are blooming, the trees are budding, animals are coming out. It's just new life everywhere. Families are starting to hit the parks and spend time together. The days are longer. Everything about this season says resurrection. It says new life, and I love it. And this is a beautiful time that we celebrate because our hope in the Christian church is in the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. We have so much to celebrate and to be thankful for this season. I hope you guys are doing that. There's a couple of things about this week. This week is called the Holy Week. Some people call it the Passion Week. But it's the week between the time that Jesus had his triumphal entry into the city of Jerusalem and the resurrection of Jesus after his death and burial. So this week, the Passion Week, I love that name because it reflects it so much. It was a week of passion, a week of ups and downs, a week of turmoil. Think about it, from the elation of the celebration of the entry into, the triumphal entry into Jerusalem on one Sunday, to that dark, dismal, unbelievable day when Jesus was crucified and laid into that tomb. The despair of the disciples, the disappointment, the discouragement, the depression, and everything that came with that, to the elation, the resurrection. When Jesus came out of that tomb and presented himself to his followers, demonstrating power over death, demonstrating new life. I can't imagine the emotions of that week, this Passion Week that we celebrate. When I think about this week, two things come to my mind. First of all, is the range of emotions and the things that happened in that 1 week period. Think about that. How much 1 week can change everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you're going through your life individually right now. Ministers, I don't know what's happening in the life of your church, what's happening in your ministry. But look how much can change in a week. Jesus can turn it upside down. He can turn it around. He can resurrect it. He can renew it. So just place your hope in that hope of the resurrection, that things will get better. Things will be brighter. There is renewal on the other side. And the second thing that comes to my mind about this week, I'm thinking about the garden. I'm thinking about Jesus praying in the Garden of Gethsemane hours before he would go to the cross, literally sweating drops of blood because of the anguish of the moment that's to come. And he prayed that prayer, Father, if it could just be, if it could be, let this cup pass from me. But nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. The older version says nevertheless, some of the newer versions say yet. But either way, that's got to be one of the most promising single words in all of Scripture. Nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. With full knowledge of what was coming ahead, full knowledge of the pain, full knowledge of the separation, full knowledge of the darkness, full knowledge of the weight of the sin of the world that would be upon his shoulders, Jesus was able to say, nevertheless, not mine, but your will be done. And I believe if we get to that place in our life individually when we're able to truly, truly say nevertheless, if we're able to get to that place as ministers in our ministry, in the life of our churches, when we can say nevertheless and really mean it, we're going to watch some things dramatically change. Nevertheless, we all make plans. We all have visions. We all set courses for the future, things that we want to see happen, things that we believe could happen. And for many of us, these ideas and these plans and these goals and objectives are not bad stuff. They're good things. But too often the good can replace the best. And we can't even begin to dream or imagine or think of what God's got planned for us. And if we're not willing to say nevertheless, if we stay the course only on our plans and our agendas and our objectives, I will guarantee you, you'll short circuit the good, the best things that God has for you. So my prayer for me this week, this Easter season, is that I can truly say nevertheless, not my will, Lord, but yours be done. Let's go into the Easter season ready to say that and mean it. I wonder what in the world God could do through us, his people in York County, South Carolina, if we truly say nevertheless, and we place our hope and our trust in the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. God bless you. Have a great Easter season.